Hey Pisces family, hope you're all doing great. I am Iris Siriani and I'm here to do your monthly March 2019 spiritual guidance reading. If you are brand new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. So let's get started with your reading. Oh, before I get started with your reading, I do have to say that inasmuch as I am tapping in to your energy to give you this reading isn't going to be able to resonate with everybody. And if something that I have said does resonate with you and you would like to explore that further, then I am always available to do a personal and private reading for you. So let's get started with your reading today. So I have meditated on your cards and I have pre-drawn 3 cards that are the starting point and perhaps representing what your overall energy moving into the month of March and beyond is. So as we know, energy is fluid. So some of the information that is coming through might have started in February, will continue to flow through March and perhaps even into April. So the first card I have for you is the Observer card. And the Observer card is really all about being the observer of your life, observing a situation, observing a person or people or a dynamic that is going on in your life. And the second card that I have for you is By the Book. And By the Book, it talks about not bucking the system, following social norms, not, rebelling so much. And it's going to be interesting to see how this story unfolds for you, because the third card is the Time to Go card, which is just really all about leaving behind what isn't working for you and moving towards something new. Time to go doesn't necessarily mean leaving a relationship, although it could, but leaving something behind. You see how she's walking, she's got her back towards us and she's walking towards that door in this picture. And so this person is walking towards something. But I feel for you, just the way that the 3 cards are laying out, there might be a situation where you're being encouraged to just go with the flow, follow in the footsteps of those who have come before you, maybe perhaps not do so much resisting and rebelling at this time, but just going forward and see where the path takes you. All the while, I feel like you're spending time having a look at what's going on, and perhaps, do I even want to be here? Do I want to be in this situation? Do these people work? Does it work for me? Do their beliefs work for me? And what is it that I need to leave behind in order to move forward in the next evolution of my own growth? So that is the overall energy and the overall message. And now I want to have some cards that are going to help give some clarity about what this overall message is, and some guidance to help you move forward. So let's just tap into these cards and see what else is coming up for you, Pisces. That is going to help bring more clarity into this situation here. Spirit, what can you tell me? Tell Pisces, oh, that's way too many. What can you share with Pisces that will help bring more clarity to this situation? And I really love it when the cards come out quickly, but sometimes they don't come out so quickly, so bear with me. There we go. Here's a couple. Okay, 3 of them came out. So we have the 7 of Autumn, which is right underneath the Observer card. And this card is about contemplation, contemplating something, having patience, okay, contemplating. And then we have the Eight of Winter that falls underneath by the book. And this Eight of Winter speaks of feeling isolated and a sense of isolation, or perhaps feeling alone in a way of thinking, or a way that you want to be that others aren't, and so you feel a little bit isolated. And this one here, the Six of Spring, speaks of good news, good fortune, good things coming your way. And it falls directly under the Time to Go card. And this card also talks about making smart choices, making decisions for yourself, being confident and discerning in the decisions that you are going to make for yourself that are going to help move you forward in your life. So far, I'm just going to let the cards come out and give some clarity around really what is going on here, because there's something going on for you Pisces where you are taking time to do some thinking and looking at a situation from a different perspective, or seeing a bigger picture, and then deciding, do I want to go with the flow on this, or do I want to, keep myself separate from the group, and what that means in terms of letting go of what isn't working, so that you open yourself up to more success in your life. So what is it that Pisces needs to know next? What is their next action step? What do they need to do? What do they need to do next? Okay. Looks like somebody is vying for your attention. You are longing for something. I think you're longing for something. You're working towards something. You want something that's perhaps outside the norm for you. A new way of being, a new way of thinking, a new way of perceiving things. Perhaps, it's causing you to feel a little bit isolated. But you got to make a decision. Do I go with the flow? Do I stay with the pack? Or do I separate myself from the pack? But there's a discontentment that is in this reading. And it's nothing, I don't feel like it's anything that you have to make a rush decision about. I think that you can take your time about the decision you want to make, but you're also realizing that there is a decision that needs to be made, and perhaps that decision might leave you isolated for a time until you have landed again on more solid ground. So what is that last card? There's one more card that is trying to come out here. So let's see what that last card is. And then we'll put all of this story together for you. One more card. One more card, Spirit. Oops. Well, that's two, and that's okay. Okay. Okay, so what you have is the Princess of Summer. This is what you're wanting. Whether this is a new relationship, or if this is a new career move, or new friendships, or a new surrounding, a new way of being. I'm getting this. I'm sensing that this is actually a new way of being for you, and then the last card that wanted to come out was the Queen of Autumn. And this queen, she really talks about respecting herself, giving careful consideration to how she wants to move forward in her life, and really what that's going to mean toward and help her get closer to her eventual goal. So let me just tune in to the overall message here in this reading for you, and just really pull it all together for you. Just give me one moment. Okay. So what I'm getting from this reading, Pisces, is that there is something that you want. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new business. It could be the next step in your business. But there is something that you want. And you're having a look at the big picture that is going on in your life. You're looking at everything that was, kind of contemplating everything that was, contemplating everything that has happened up until now, the longing for more in your life, and to have that happiness and that fulfillment and that sense of accomplishment and feeling supported in your life. And as we move through March, there might be a little bit of doubt, a little bit of concern from other people who perhaps don't understand what it is you want. That perhaps at times have you doubting yourself, and can I really do this? Is this really going to work? Are the opportunities that are showing up, are they too good to be true? Will this work out for me? But all the while, this discontentment is sitting there under the Seven of Autumn, which is contemplation, and the observer, observing everything that's going on around you and everything that has occurred, and just kind of looking at things through a different lens and trying to see things from a higher perspective as it relates to the discontentment that you are feeling in your life. Do I go by the book? Do I isolate myself? What choice do I need to make? And I already see that because of the time to go card, and because of the way the Eight of Winter is sitting here, feeling a little bit isolated and disconnected from what's going on and where you want to go in your life, that it's a little bit, you're contemplating a lot about the choices and the decisions that you need to make, because in some cases I feel that that people will be left behind, and there is a little bit of fear about what that means, not only for yourself but also for the people that are going to be left behind, or the circumstances that are going to be left behind, whether it's going to invoke a move for you, and what that means for you, and what that means for other people that have been part of your life. Will people poo-poo on what it is that you're doing? Will you find new people that support you on your journey? And what does the whole experience look like? But I think that there is your sense of discontentment in your life is overshadowing what you want to create for yourself now, is being overshadowed by, I've got that backwards, what everything that has got you up to this point in your life that is causing that discontentment for you is now being overshadowed with this vision of what it is that you want to have in your life. Is it that new love? Is it that new career? Is it that next step in your career? Is it a big move that you want to make? And I think that you are gaining that level of confidence now that is taking precedence over the fear of what is going to be left behind, what you need to release. And think about releasing things. Like when it comes to this time to go things, time to go, sometimes this doesn't have to be a catastrophic time to go. Time to go can mean, you know what, I'm not going to do that thing anymore. I'm not going to have that pattern of behavior anymore. I'm not going to surround myself with people that don't support my vision or my growth. It doesn't have to be some big catastrophic, earth-shaking, leaving everything behind. It can be something very small, like a mindset, like somebody, a friend who doesn't believe in what you do or where you want to go or what you want to create for yourself in your life. But the guidance that is being given for you is that once you make this decision, whatever it is, big or small, that new things are coming to you. You're going to have awareness. You're going to have recognition. You're going to be recognized and appreciated. It could mean a new relationship coming in for you as well. New friendships coming in for you. It doesn't necessarily need to be love relationships. It could be friendships. It could be a new relationship that you have with yourself as well, and how you respect yourself and honor what it is that you want to create in your life. And this one here is about being grateful for the things that you have in your life as you move forward, but also being very practical about what it is that you need to do, what steps you need to take. And really what I see in this entire reading for you, Pisces, is that you are in a very introspective place right now, and you're really looking at who you are, who you have been, how you've co-created your life up to this point, the discontentment that you might feel in one or more areas of your life, and seeing things from a different perspective and recognizing that, this isn't enough for me. I want more for myself. And all I need to do is make a few changes is what I'm hearing. Just make a few changes, make some new decisions for myself that are practical for me, that are going to move me forward in my life. And this by the book here, by the way, is sometimes we don't need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. There are certain things that serve us well in our life. So it's not like we have to throw everything out and start from scratch. There are some things in your life that are worth keeping. And even though it may look like we have to, leave everything behind, that's not the case, because there is practicality in structures and systems that are in place already that are actually going to serve you well. So from the observer perspective, take the time to be patient, figure out in your life or in this situation what it is that is good, that you can take with you, and feel into yourself and your body about what feels good and what makes sense to me to take with me, and what do I need to let go of? Is that an old way of thinking? Is it an old way of showing up? Maybe you've been hiding a part of who you really are, and it's just time to let that part of you shine and move forward. And I feel like I want to bring out another card for you, like an outcome card for you. Oops, there it is. Okay. Oh, yeah. So this one is listen to your heart and your intuition. Like the way is being shown for you. There are You know, there's lots of lights that are being shined on you. Is that the right word? Shined on you to help you see what you want, what you need to see, being the observer, and that by trusting your own intuition and kind of looking at the life of the picture of your life from a higher perspective and through a different lens, and listening to your intuition, that things are going to work out beautifully as you move through March. And I already get the sense that this is not just happening in March. I think that this has already started to happen in February and even January. But as we enter into March, you're going to be taking that next level of, okay, where am I? What do I need to see differently that I haven't seen before? What can I take with me? What's working? Where am I going? What do I want to create? What decisions do I need to make for myself? What do I need to let go of? And listen to your intuition, but implore that practicality of, is it practical, for example, for me to leave this relationship, move out of the house, and then go where? That might not be practical if you don't have a place to go or the funds to support something like that. So that's where there's a little bit of practicality that has to come into play. But I think that as you move into March and also into April, because I don't feel this energy is just for March. It's just kind of like where you've evolved to. And the guidance here is just to do that. Like I've said, look at things from a different perspective. Don't worry so much about what other people think about the decisions that you make, because everybody has an opinion about everything. What matters most is your opinion of yourself and what it is that you want, so that you can create a happy life for yourself. Listen to your intuition, and then make decisions that feel right for you in your body. If something feels, very, very heavy for you, that's a good indicator that you might want to let that go. And if something feels light to you and makes you feel happy or excited or inspired even a little bit, then go with that and gently move through the changes that you're moving through, because I do feel like there are some big changes here for you that can be managed in small chunks, so that you're not, upsetting the entire apple cart, so to speak. Is there anything else in here? I think that these are all the messages that I have for you today, Pisces. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. If you do want to have a private reading with me, I have left all of the details and information on how to contact me below. If you like this video, please like it. If you want to hear more from me, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of when I upload new videos. And please leave a comment below. I would love to hear what is going on with you and how this reading has resonated with you, for you and with you. So until next time, have a fabulous March. Bye.